one of the lessons that I've learned and the importance of mentoring is what mentoring does is it replaces that lack of experience. So whilst a lot of people look to raise money because they think getting money is so important, I believe that actually the experience of running a business is also very important. So I think what is key that when you're starting either a career or you're starting a new business, what advice can you get? And there's nobody better, in my opinion, than a mentor that can give you that. When I was starting on my journey, I had my father as a mentor, somebody who I really looked up to, I really admired, and I felt that he had the kind of stripes, he'd worn the t-shirt, he'd read the book, he'd seen the film, and there was no question that I couldn't ask him. And I also felt he was very unbiased. He'd always tell me what I didn't want to hear, which I thought was really useful for me. I think in my experience, what can you get from a mentor? It's kind of the things that you should and you shouldn't do. What mentors bring is that experience of having done it before. So, when you're facing that tough decision, should I hire somebody? Should I make that investment? I've won a really great piece of business, but is that price really right? So I think sometimes I've used mentors for those critical decisions that you're facing, that you're asking yourself the question, is that something I need to do? So I think what you get out of it, in my opinion, is that invaluable experience of somebody who's been down that journey before. I suppose the obvious question a lot of people ask themselves is, how do I actually find a mentor? I think firstly, there is no kind of description that I would say everybody fits the same box. A mentor could be a family member, it could be somebody that you've worked in business with before, it's somebody who could even be a competitor. A mentor could be somebody who's invested in you, it could be a friend. What you're really looking for is somebody who fits that bill, who has a level of experience that you can benefit from. Now, for example, I probably wouldn't be a great mentor for a lot of people because my level of experience is probably beyond where you're at. So what you need is somebody who's relevant and relative. So somebody who's doing something that you are doing yourself. Because what you need is that live experience. So if, for example, I had somebody who was a fashion designer who's embarking on her career, she created her first collection and she was looking for a mentor, I would say the boutique in a local area with the entrepreneur who runs that shop is the perfect mentor because she's used to buying the merchandise that my designer is selling. So what price should be selling it at? How should she be marketing? How much should she be spending on it? She is far more up to date with that knowledge than I would be. So I think relevant and relative when you're looking for mentors, I think is really important.